What? Swap. Subscribe. Okay. The Honor 20 was just launched in Malaysia 2 weeks ago, and it is by far one of the most anticipated phones from Honor because it is a flagship device with a punch hole display and also a quad camera setup. So today I'm going to share with you what I think of the Honor 20 after using it for a while. The Honor 20 has a 6.26-inch LCD panel with a punch hole display, and it is undeniable that it looks sharp, vivid, and has deeper blacks compared to other LCD displays. Though the brightness is a bit of a letdown, it does have good viewing angles and a smart resolution that changes from Full HD+ to HD+ to save power. Of course, we won't skip on the punch hole display that's rather new in smartphones, and the Honor 20 sports a 4.5mm in-screen camera positioned on the upper left of its display, slightly smaller compared to Samsung's punch hole display. The notch took me some time to get used to it, but it can also be hidden via the display settings. All phones need security features, and for the Honor 20, there's a side-mounted fingerprint sensor for fingerprint unlock and also its in-screen camera for face unlock. Even though the fingerprint sensor is thinner compared to rear-mounted ones, its accuracy and speed are not compromised. The Honor 20 is available in two colors, Midnight Black and Sapphire Blue. As for me, I've got the latter. The phone comes with a holographic design and it gives off a reflective shine in addition to a 4-sided 3D curved glass back. At the bottom lays a USB-C port and also its speakers, where the audio quality is clear and doesn't crackle when on a high volume, but it could be louder. Another downside of the Honor 20 is the absence of a headphone jack, but Honor included a dongle so you can still connect your earphones to the phone. Under the hood, the phone is powered by a Kirin 980 chipset paired with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. As usual, I used PUBG Mobile as a test subject and the results has been satisfying. Even with the highest settings, the gameplay is smooth and doesn't stutter. Sadly, there's no expandable storage, but the 128GB of internal storage you do get should be sufficient for most people out there. The Honor 20 ships with Magic UI 2.1, and one thing I really like about it is digital balance, a feature similar to screen time on iOS that shows me the amount of time I've spent in different apps and lets me set the time limit for each app usage. The Honor 20 has 5 cameras in total, 1 on the front and 4 on the back. The quad camera setup has a 48MP main camera, a 16MP super wide angle lens, a 2MP depth sensor, and a 2MP macro lens. Generally, the daylight photo taken by the Honor 20 looks natural, but sometimes the AI effect can make the colors look oversaturated. It also comes with an AI Ultra Clarity mode that offers more details in images compared to the normal 48MP shots. However, these are only noticeable if you zoom into the pictures. The super wide angle camera works great when it comes to taking landscape pictures, and with its distortion correction feature, the photo does not look warped. In fact, the colors remain vivid and the pictures are almost just as sharp compared to normal photos. When it comes to low light photography, there are many phones out there that promise to deliver but don't. However, the Honor 20 is not one of them because it does offer great low light photos. Its AI Super Night mode brings out the brightness without overexposing the pictures, and despite that, the details are retained instead of turning into blurry patches. It takes a longer time to take a picture with the night mode, about 6 seconds to be exact, but the low light shots do turn out better, so it's worth the wait. Now, the Honor 20 also has a 4th lens, which is the macro lens. However, this lens needs to be enabled manually or else you won't get to focus on the subject when you're too close to it. With the macro lens, you get to capture tinier subjects with more clarity, so it works great when it comes to taking miniature stuff like insects or flowers. Next, let's discuss the Honor 20 selfie camera. I've previously mentioned how much I love 32MP front cameras, and the Honor 20 doesn't disappoint. Under well-lit conditions, the selfies often turn out beautiful, and if I use the beauty mode, I often get flawless skin that can kind of cover up flaws like pimples and scars. It will however suffer a loss of detail under low light situations, resulting in the pictures being less sharp. But one thing I do like is its portrait mode that has various bokeh effects which I can pick from. There are also times where the bokeh effect is not as accurate, but it's not all the time and I can live with that. The Honor 20 is equipped with a 3750 mAh battery that supports Honor Supercharge via USB-C. It can charge this phone up to 50% in just half an hour, and I usually only need to charge it by the end of the second day. This is rather convenient because I won't have to bring my power bank with me when I go out. The Honor 20 is priced at 1,699 ringgit. It is a device worth purchasing with its flagship processor and amazing camera capabilities, but there is no doubt that there are other competitors out there. One of the competitors I can think of is the Xiaomi Mi 9, priced at 1,999 ringgit. The Mi 9 has a better processor, but then it'll cost you an extra 300 ringgit. Of course, I have to acknowledge the Honor 20 when it comes to photography, especially low light photography. In fact, the Honor 20 is priced similarly to the V15 Pro despite having better specs.
To put it simply, the Honor 20 is a great option to consider, seeing as it is much cheaper than many flagship devices out there and even some upper mid-range device. If you really love smartphone photography, then the Honor 20 might just be the one for you. So that's it for our video today. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Remember to also subscribe to our channel KLGadgetTV, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!